What's going on, everybody? Tom here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into a quick skin that I'm building along with my movie cargo pack. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Oshkosh truck here and put a skin on it and make that skin in the Fireflies theme from The Last of Us, because I'm watching The Last of Us at the moment. I haven't played the game though. This looks like kind of a menacing truck, so I think it would be good as a Firefly truck. So yeah, we're going to build a skin for that today. So let's get straight into the truck itself. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have the defs ready for this paint job. So I've already started these, but we'll take a look anyway. So the first thing we're going to do is double check our defs for the paint job. So I'm going into the truck itself, vehicle truck paint job, and I've just taken the OSH2, which is a camo skin here, and I'm just going to take that. I've duplicated it out to make an OSH3, which is the naming convention that I'm using. So we'll just go in and now change all of our files to match OSH3. And OSH3, OSH3 settings, and this can all stay the same, and this will be day test 4, which is a new folder we're going to make for our paint job images, which I'll show you in just a moment. Okay, so we've got that sorted, and then we'll check our OSH3 settings, and we'll make sure that says Oshkosh Fireflies. Price and all that stays the same, so we'll save that. So now we have our 2 defs for the paint job for the cab, and in our accessory folder we also need to have a corresponding OSH3 accessory file for all the accessories of the truck, which there aren't very many, but we'll do it anyway just in case. So let's open our OSH3 def here and just change all of this to day test 4. So if we have a look over here, we're going to be making a day test 4 folder for our new paint images. All of this can stay the same because all the names and everything else stays exactly the same. So we save that. So now at that end we've got all of our defs done. Now all we have to do is go through to the actual paint job file, which we can just follow these paths here, and we're going to our day test 4 folder, which we haven't made yet. So paint job Osh cab day test 3, we need to copy that and name that day test 4. And then we just need to go in here now and check that the TOBJs are pointing to the day test 4 folder here. Day test 4. The files themselves, the images themselves, don't need to be changed by name. Only the folder that points to the images. That's all day test 4. Okay, so now that we have all of our defs made, all we have to do is go through and do the images. And the reason we're opening them up directly like this is just because when we save them out, we can save them straight back out into that path. So we don't need camo anymore. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the actual truck folder and open our templates. So if you have this truck, which is available free to my Patron tiers, you'll see that in the main folder of the truck when you unzip it are the 2 templates. So we'll just open both of these as well. Okay, now we can get into painting our image, guys. So we're going to copy that. We're going to put this into a new layer straight over the top here. This tells us where all of our cab images are. Okay, we actually don't need that now, so we can get rid of that as well, and then we can make a new layer. Let's go and open our reference images. I have just downloaded an image for the Firefly logo, which is that one there, and also I have a text which kind of looks like spray paint. And first up, let's just make a black background, and I'm actually not going to make it black. I'm going to make it charcoal. Black is just too dark. I'm doing everything obviously in paint.net, guys, and that's just because it's a free software that you can use. It's very simple. I want it not too dark because I still want the AO baking that I've made on this truck to show, because I just think it adds a bit more depth to the look of the model. Okay, base color is set, and now we just have to put our logo on. So let's clean the logo up and delete all of that. Copy that. Put it into a new layer this time. And now let's position our image on the truck, and it doesn't matter if it's overlapping a little bit, so we'll go there. I'm also going to put it on the back of the cab and also on the bonnet. Right, the bonnet one's going to be huge. Perfect. Alright, so we've got our basic Firefly branding on the truck there. That's cool. Now we need to add some writing. When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Let's have a look at some images of this and see how people have written it. Lost in the darkness, look for the light. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to break the phrase up. Let's enlarge this bad boy. Let's get our text layer now, and we're going to name that in case we need to come back and tidy things up. I think we're going to put it up here, and let's go when you're lost. It's going to have to be smaller. And I want to mess this up a little bit, so I'm actually going to break the words up, just turn them all around and stuff, so it's not so perfect. I'm going to stretch a few of these out a little bit as well. Perfect. Alright, now we're just going to take that layer, copy it and put it on both sides of the truck. And now also we're just going to tilt the whole thing a little bit. Look for the light. We'll make that a little bit bigger, go up to 32, put this all over the place, all over the truck. So even right now I'm not sure how I want it on the truck, but I know I want it to look a little bit chaotic. So the cool part is that it doesn't have to be perfect. I'll just do one more for this side of the hood as well. Move that up, and then this one here a little. So I think we're just going to look for the light across the top here. So we're going to just make a new layer, resize and reshape it and all the rest. Bigger and on an angle. Perfect. That will look tough on the grill because it'll be split up. So yeah, that's going to look very menacing. Let's take a quick look. Let's get rid of the template. So all we're going to have to do here is get rid of our template layer, and then we can just merge these layers straight down onto one. And then when we save that out, it's going to automatically save as the DDS. All the settings are already set as a DXT5. We can do the same thing here with our winch. You know, we can probably put something on it. So let's just quickly make a layer, copy our base color, and we'll just go straight over this camo actually. Let's copy that and let's make a new layer, which will look pretty cool. So we'll put it down on the bottom of the rear quarter, like sort of mud flap kind of things, and not too perfect. So we've got two different winches. This winch here is the one that goes on the wrecker setup. This winch here is your standard winch. Again, taking our logo. Again, the great thing about it being this kind of post-apocalyptic resistance group is that everything's not going to be perfect. Alright, that's pretty sweet. Now we can just put some writing across the back of the winch. When you're lost in darkness. Change it up a little bit. And we'll just put this across the back here as well. We can get rid of our template layer now, and as before we can merge these all down into one, and then we can just save over the top of the image. And that's it. And then this image here called Oshkosh 1, we can resave this DDS also as Oshkosh 1. And yes, we can replace it. And let's double check everything just from the start again. We'll go to our defs first and check that we have our paint job sorted. So it is OSH 3, and OSH 3 is pointing to the OSH 3 settings SUI and to our day test 4 folder, and it's for our OSH cabin. Okay, let's also go to our SUI file for OSH 3. Oshkosh Fireflies, so that's all good. Let's go into our accessory folder and check that our accessory file is in here as well. That should be OSH 3, which it is. Day test 4, it's pointing to the correct folder. We're pretty good with these devs. And now let's just check our path one more time to make sure we are going to the right path. Upgrade paint job, OSH cab day test 4, and there are our images. Just double check our TOBJs are pointing to the day test 4 folder. Check and check. Alright guys, so everything's correct, our images are in there, so let's get in and see how our new paint job looks. Alright guys, we're in game. Here's the beast truck Oshkosh. You can see at the moment we've got our snow camo on there, and let's go through and check our Fireflies paint job over here. Boom. Looking pretty menacing. You can see what I mean about the grill. That's going to look pretty tough. And I am quite happy with that paint job. Yeah, it does look pretty authentic actually. It's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with it. And that looks quite effective, and yeah, it stands out quite nicely going with the slightly darker metal. We've got it across the back of the winch, and then we've got it on the rear quarter guards as well. So that's looking pretty tough guys, so let's confirm that and let's see what it looks like on the truck. That looks very cool guys, I'm really happy with it. Firefly's paint job on our beast Oshkosh Military truck, ready to go and take care of some business, help out the resistance. Time to go and smash Fedra. Anyway guys, I hope that video helped you out, just quickly setting up the def files for your paint job, doing the whole thing manually. For me it's just as quick as using Mod Studio 2. Build it straight into the truck folder as you saw me do. Take existing defs that I've made for the Oshkosh paint jobs, duplicate them, rename the files, and then copy the image folder as well, and then go and rename the folder that those TOBJ images point to, and then paint over the images. You can see the only thing not quite right there is the way that I templated the winch, because I wasn't too worried about it. You can see that the writing is mirrored through to the front side of the winch behind the cab there, but I'm not too worried about that. But anyway guys, this particular skin and some others that I'm making, or an updated version of this skin anyway, which I'll do very shortly, and everything else that I'm doing will be available for everyone on Patreon in the latest update this weekend. So that's the movie cargo that I'm starting to make. Hopefully I'll get the Dukes of Hazzard car in there, the A-Team van, some other things. We've already got the Tumbler. We've already got Doctor Who's TARDIS weighing 80 ton with its faulty chameleon circuit, working lights and stuff on it. And now we've got, of course, this awesome Firefly skin. Yeah, anyway guys, any questions, feel free to hit me up in the Discord chat, and I look forward to hearing from you. But apart from that guys, that's it for me on this video. So until the next one, take it easy.